reaction video? Oh shoot, let's go.
I wanna go to LA.
Hey, I don't like to murder, I just want money. Tell me what the fuck, funny, we rap that nigga just like mommy. Cruise off in the Ace 5, we rest it just like test dummies. I'm a grown lady, Uncle Sam my best buddy.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna, bro. If I do, I'm gonna end up fucking hurting people's feelings, bro.
Only consent, baby, sign his NDA. Better put that pussy on his face and take his BOA. If you get sick, I got Quay. Pussy niggas hating on me, all that hot take got delayed. Nigga, hey, I don't wanna murder, I just want money. Tell me what the fuck, funny, we rap that nigga just like mommy. Cruise off in the X5, we crash it just like test dummy. I'm a grown lady, Uncle Sam my best buddy. Nigga. Only consent, baby, sign his NDA. Only consent, baby, sign his NDA.
What?
If you get sick, I got Quay. Pussy niggas hating on me, all that hot take got delayed. If I crash with
Bro, just wrap your hair up. Please just wrap your hair up. Cause that's almost the second and third time you have to fix your hair. Just put that bitch in a bun, bro. Like damn. Like damn, I get this is, supposed to be the block performance, but it's like damn, bro. She annoying me when she gotta fix her hair like 2, 3, 4, 5 different times, bro. She annoying me, bro.
don't say no fucking name. Life gave me lemons, baby. Fuck it, I made that lemonade. Posted up in Lil Bay, lil' bitch wanna taste of the cocaine. All y'all hoes wear the same thing, that's why with the whole gang. They go crazy for the fame, shawty.
Fucking
They
lady.
go crazy for the fame, shawty. Hey, I can't murder, I just want money. I just want the money. I can't murder, I just want money. I just want the money. I can't murder, I just want money. I just want the money. I can't murder, I just want money. I just want the money. Hey, I don't like to murder, I just want money. Tell me what the fuck, funny, we rap that nigga just like mommy. Cruise off in the X5, we crash it just like test dummies. I'm a grown lady, Uncle Sam my best buddy. Only consent, baby, sign his NDA. Better put that pussy on his face and take his BOA. If you get sick, I got Quay. Pussy niggas hating on me, all that hot take got delayed. Nigga, hey,
Now I'm gonna say what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna get vicious. Anyways, nigga, why she dressed like this, bro? why she dressed like, bro? She listen. She almost looked like she smoked that powder that I can't say on YouTube. Like that's what she looked like, bro. Like damn, who let her come out here like this, bro? First off, bro, her hair, bro. Her hair is pissing me off. Anyways, second of all, why the fuck? What is this? Oh my god.
Lee White had downloaded materials containing child pornography. When the team arrived at the property, they met Samantha, who seemed confused.
Okay, let's skip. I just want to get into it.
The judge was well, I'll just read the final. You can look at it in a minute. The warrant was presented to the judge on the 14th, which was yesterday, who approved it. Okay?
The investigation would later be linked to her husband, 32-year-old John White. However, as the detectives searched the property, Samantha would end up confessing to something truly horrific.
Do you mind if she holds the baby really quick while we do that?
I do.
Okay, that's fine.
No, that's okay. This will just need to be moved, and we'll have to close this behind us. Otherwise, the dogs will run right out this way.
Perfect. Okay. If you guys want to grab your breach, we're gonna close this.
Yeah, Mama knows a little bit.
Vila, you want to?
I don't think we need it.
It's yours.
I'm getting a glass of water before we do this.
Inside the home, Samantha pulled two of the officers aside and told them that she was fascinated by a male horse's genitals and would look up videos and photos of them online.
Nasty bitch.
She also told the detectives that she looked up videos of horses having sexual intercourse with other horses and with a woman, as if...
She does fucking what? Fucking nasty ass, yo, bro. Bro, don't even start. Just play, bro.
That wasn't enough. Samantha confessed to looking up other animals' sexually related videos, all of which led her to have sex with her brown Labrador, with the last occurrence being...
I can sing it for a vomit!
Sorry, I had to take a fucking walk, bro. No way.
In January. Samantha also admitted that it had happened multiple times and went as far back as 2023, during which her husband was present during the first encounter. Shortly after Samantha's statement, John, who was hiding inside the house, presented himself to the officers. By that time, the police had found a mobile phone that had been disposed of in a toilet tank. They knew it was his, but they asked him if he had intentionally put it in there in an attempt to destroy evidence, but he ultimately denied knowing how it got in there. However, due to Samantha's statement about her relations with the dog, he had no choice but to confess to that part of the investigation. He was later charged with 2 counts of activity involving an animal and 6 counts of possession of child abuse material, and is set to face trial. Samantha, on the other hand, was found guilty in court and sentenced to 3 years in prison, followed by 3 years of probation for sexual activity with an animal, and was also ordered to have no possession of animals or live with any animals during her probation. But if you thought that was disturbing, wait until you see this next mom, who didn't need a search warrant to show just how unhinged she could be.
You see my necessities?
That's not necessary.
My medicine? My stuff from the military?
That's enough.
On June 30th, 2023, 35-year-old Alicia Orzel was reported to deputies of Sawyer County, Wisconsin for causing a disturbance over a child custody dispute. While responding to the call, officers were informed that Alicia had become violent and was threatening to kill people.
Telling me you're taking my kids, but you don't even know the name of their dad?
Sit down and talk, okay? I'm telling you to sit down and talk right now.
Dude, you're telling me you're taking my kids, but you don't even know their dad's name.
Maybe I misspoke on the father's name of the caller, but both fathers, I spoke to both of them.
Why would you call the dads of my children?
They called us. That's why we're here.
Of your children,
They called us.
Whoa, the dads of your children. Damn, you was moving around, wasn't you? Like, what the fuck? I never really sit down. I never really sit down and understood that. Why would you sit down and decide to fucking sleep with somebody, then do it again and have kids? Now you got kids who don't probably know who their fucking daddy is, bro. They got like 4 or 5 different daddies, bro. What the like, no, bro, what? If you sit down and agree with that, you just want to have kids. That's what you just want. You should have just stuck with the one, bro. At least that dude, like, at least stick with the one. Because, shoot, brother, they ain't really, like, related. They only related from your ass.
I have, and my lawyer said that I get them until the date that is on my phone. My lawyer said I get them until the date that's on my phone.
Okay, what's the date on your phone? That doesn't matter right now. The fathers want the children.
We can't just come and get them. I need that's like isn't that like a civil matter? I have.
Between you and the courts.
Yeah, okay? I have kids.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling right now.
You don't even know the name of the children.
Stop yelling right now. Sit down.
You're scaring my children. You're scaring me coming here telling me you're going to take my kids and you don't even know the name of the dad.
You can speak up too, sir. Because I'm pretty sure you know why we're here, okay?
I'm calling my lawyer right now.
You can call your lawyer.
I'm calling my lawyer.
That's fine. But we're going to take the kids.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Kids, you guys have life jackets?
This was all happening in the middle of the ocean. Not exactly the best place for a full-blown...
You mean the police just sat down, got a boat, and was just like, yeah, let's go out of this ocean and get this lady and her fucking kids.
The officers need to get everyone out of the water, but Alicia wouldn't cooperate, so they took matters into their own hands.
Alicia, stop swearing.
Come on, please. Tell me what to do.
Okay. Well, they're going to come with us now, and then you can.
Yes.
Going with you now.
Okay.
Alicia, if you obstruct and resist us, we're going to place you in handcuffs in front of your children. You don't want that. Alicia, you're going to go in handcuffs.
Please, I don't want to. No, Mommy, I don't want to do that, Mommy.
You're okay. You're okay. We're not going to do that to her, okay? We're not going to do that to her. All right, you guys can have the seats.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
So to the left there in that big pocket of trees.
Yeah.
It's right in between those.
Okay.
Not holding your guys' hands.
Yeah, right? I don't think a gamer could hold me up anyway.
Thankfully, the officers were able to peacefully get the children safely to dry land, but their day with their mother was only just beginning.
Okay.
Are they not coming up here? I don't get to see them again.
They're not here right now, no.
So you guys, wait, no. You guys are just coming to get their stuff? Like,
Yep.
I thought Greg was coming up here and I would get to say goodbye to my kids.
Because of that
Obviously,
position.
not if you're not letting me say goodbye.
Ma'am, if you wouldn't have acted that way on the boat, we would have let you, we would have brought them here, we would have done whatever we needed to. Can we get the booster seat out of the truck?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, is there anything else left in there? I'm not coming in, if there's anything else that she wants to bring out, or otherwise we'll get out of here. All right, I'll come back in just a minute and kind of see what's going on, all right?
Just as the officers were about to leave the property, they heard Alicia screaming inside and decided to check on her.
She's yelling and arguing with somebody, but I don't think it's Ted. She might be on the phone, but it might be him on the phone, but she's screaming at somebody, so I don't know.
I'm gonna have a fist really bad.
What do you mean? You gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah, she's gotta go. She's destroying my house. I'm down 2 TVs and a bunch of shit.
She's destroying your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's broken glass in the bedroom. What she fixing on?
Damn. Bro, you gonna do it. Bro, you gonna do it. He sat over here and said she broke one of the TVs. She fucking, he gonna do it. I'm whoever you are, man, I feel sorry for you, Ted.
Does she hit you?
Yeah.
When did she hit you?
Yesterday morning.
Damn.
The driveway.
She was throwing rocks at you?
No, she was using them as brass knuckles. Rocks.
Damn. Okay. But she was holding the rock.
I'd rather not get involved in that this time, man, so.
She was holding the rock like the fucking Power Rangers, bro. Just fucking, it's Morphe time. Like, bro.
She's gotta go.
I'm not trying to take her anywhere. We just. But if there's a problem here, we can't leave you with that either.
Yeah, I can't.
Does she have somewhere she can go? One of these vehicles hers?
Yes, but she won't leave.
So you want her out?
Yes.
We can get her out here for you. If that's what you want, we can have her removed.
But then she's going to come back, and she's threatened to kill all my family at least 12 times.
Damn.
It sounds like you need a restraining order to start with.
Yeah, I know.
We were just here to get some of the stuff.
Dad, right now, Ted is probably trying to tell me I'm not stable in the house, and there's 2 cops at the door, so they're probably getting ready to take me.
That is not what's going on.
Then I need you guys to go.
That's not how this is going to go.
Just go home. Like your dad said. I got a problem, guys. He's locked in the house. No.
Go where?
It's going to be here. Like your parents said.
No.
Yes. Don't kick my dog!
Dad, I'm here. I can hear you.
Do not kick
I am talking to my dad for a second.
Then talk. I'm going to stand right here while you do it.
Alicia.
You kicking dogs now? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a good jail charge. Animal abuse?
It was starting to lose it, and her boyfriend had had enough and wanted her out of the house. But the extent of her behavior was yet to be revealed.
Make arrangements to get the rest of your stuff
Why
to you.
can't Ted and I go through everything together and you guys just stand there?
Because we don't have all night to do that. You're going to have to make other arrangements if you have that much stuff. So your options are you get what you need and go, or we're going to take you.
Here, come on, I'll show you.
I'm not worried about it. Get your stuff.
No, I'm getting half my weed.
You're not taking it with you.
Well, actually, technically, it's not mine, though, so.
It doesn't matter whose it is. You can't legally possess it.
Right.
Why would you tell them that you had fucking weed?
Okay, we're not concerned about the weed. You need to get your stuff so you can go.
Oh, so you're not worried about the shit he has that's illegal?
I'm worried about getting you out of here without getting in trouble. That's what I'm worried about right now. Ma'am?
Are you trying to send nigga to jail? That's not... See, yeah, you fucking crazy, bro.
I just gave you your options. You get your necessities and leave on your own.
I'm trying to find my. I lived here for over a year. I'm looking for my stuff.
None of your necessities are down here. It's under construction.
I fucking would have.
You're trying my patience.
Yeah.
Get your stuff and let's go.
Do you not see me getting my
I
stuff?
told you to get your necessities.
And I'm getting my. You see my necessities?
That's not necessary.
My medicine, my stuff from the military.
That's enough. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Turn on your belly. Turn on your belly now. Turn over now. Turn over now.
I can't move. I have handicapped feet. I can't move.
Turn over on your belly now.
That's the point of the damn taser. You're not supposed to fucking move. They basically use that shit to numb your fucking body. Just like, damn. And then the way they just tased her was fucking crazy, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Just turn on your belly.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
She not doing
Hands
that,
behind
bro.
your back.
She on some type of substance, bro.
After placing her in handcuffs, Alicia was transported to the Sawyer County Jail and charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, domestic battery, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. She spent 4 days in jail and was released on a $2,500 signature bond. In May 2024, Alicia was only convicted of resisting arrest. She was asked to pay a fine of $1,000.
We watch something else. I might say this for a whole nother video though, but we watch something else. I ain't gonna lie.
80 years in prison. And even with credit for time served, his release date is in 2099.
Oh, what's that gash on that man's neck, bro? Hold up. What is that? Did he get stabbed in his neck in jail? Oh boy.
His date is in 2099, and he isn't going to be able to get out on parole until 2049. So it's pretty safe to say that he's probably never coming out. Now, first off, if you're not really that familiar with TK's story, let's take it back to the beginning. TK's childhood didn't really start off too well because both of his parents were Crips, and he grew up without a father figure for a while after he got arrested in a drug deal gone wrong. TK's mom was actually able to move him and his sister to Las Vegas for a year until their dad got out of prison in 2009. The family moved to Arlington, Texas, and this is where TK would spend the rest of his childhood growing up. TK wouldn't start making music until in 2014, around the same time he was going to Martin High School. Around this time he started going by the name TK47, but over the years he would just go by TK for short. And he actually started a rap group with his friends called the Daytona Boys. And when TK got expelled from high school for smoking weed on campus, this basically made rapping his only choice at this point. He got kicked out of his mama's house, so he was basically forced to live on the streets or stay at his friend's house at the age of 15. TK and his friends were starting to get involved in the Dallas rap scene in 2015. They were out there doing interviews, doing shows, and also kind of robbing people because they were broke. And also apparently TK got on stage with Playboy Cardi before he was famous. The Daytona Boys were on that underground grind, but they were only really known locally in the DFW area. But one night would change everything forever. On New Year's Eve of 2015, TK and the Daytona Boys were going to a New Year's Eve party in Denton, Texas to go rap. After the clock hit 12 a.m. and everyone was done partying for the night, Santana Sage was driving home with TK and Pimp in the back seat when they stopped at a red light. It turns out a couple of people from the same party they were just at rolled up next to them at the same light. Santana rolled down the window and started hitting on a girl in the car next to them. And apparently there was a dude in the car with her and he told Santana he was gonna beat his ass. Santana pulled out a gun and let out a couple of shots. When he got the trial, he said he was trying to let out a warning shot, but unfortunately he ended up hitting the girl in the head and that car ended up crashing off the side of the road. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Keep in mind, TK and his friend were literally in the back seat watching their friend commit a murder. Santana Sage got arrested only days later, and even though TK and Pimp were in the car with him, they actually got off scot-free because they were minors. But Santana Sage ended up getting sentenced to 44 years for that murder. But remember, TK TK and his friend were literally able to just walk away from that situation with no consequences. The reason why I mention this incident is because this moment was what made TK confident enough to start going down a life of crime. On top of the abuse he dealt with his father and getting kicked out of his own house by his mama, this was the nail in the coffin that finally made him snap. Later that year in July of 2016, TK was one of 7 people that planned to rob a kid named Zachary in Mansfield, Texas. Apparently they were looking to rob this dude for some money and drugs. The mastermind behind this whole thing was actually Zachary's girlfriend. Everybody met up in an apartment the night of the robbery to talk about the plan. Zach's girlfriend was finna go with 2 of her friends to meet with Zach, and they told him they was just finna smoke. But what Zach don't know is he about to get backdoored by his own girlfriend. The plan was one of the girls would unlock the front door and everybody would come in and rob the house. TK's job in the robbery was he was basically gonna look around the house for drugs and money. The girls came to Zachary's house around 5 p.m. and TK and everybody else were waiting in a car down the street. Apparently one of the girls was supposed to send them a text message to give them the signal to bust through the front door, but they couldn't go through with the plan immediately because the house was packed. TK and everybody else in that car had to wait for 5 hours for one of the girls to unlock the front door when no one was looking. After they sent the message, TK, Pimp, and 2 other dudes bust through the front door. TK and Pimp are looking around the house for stuff while 2 other people are holding Zachary and his friend at gunpoint. Everything got really tense in the middle of the robbery and one of the gunmen panicked and ended up pulling the trigger on Ethan. Zach also got hit in the shoulder, but he managed to survive, but Ethan wasn't so lucky. TK never knew somebody was gonna die that night and he only thought they were just stealing some money. And it turns out after looking throughout that whole house, they didn't even find nothing. And after shots were fired, TK and everybody else just left the building, but everybody ended up getting caught. This robbery was the whole reason why TK got put on house arrest in the first place. He was actually living with his sister in her apartment and he was inviting his friends to come over and record songs. But this couldn't distract him from the fact that even though he was 16, they were gonna charge him as an adult. The stress of potentially getting a murder charge after being stuck in his sister's house for 8 months eventually made him snap. And one night he just went on Twitter to say he was going on the run. TK cut off his ankle monitor and left the apartment in the middle of the night. After he escaped house arrest, he was laying low for a few weeks in San Antonio with his friend Pimp. Just a month later, they planned to rob a photographer because they were really desperate for money. They met up outside a parking garage and they got him in a car. They were trying to rob him of everything, including his camera equipment. When they were kicking him out the car, that's when he started yelling for help. TK was trying to run him over and the guy was holding on to the hood of his car. They pulled up right outside of Chick-fil-A and the guy stood up and started kicking the windshield. He managed to break it and this got TK really pissed off. So after this, he leaned out the window, shot him, and left him to die. But what TK didn't know was that everything that just happened got caught on camera. And eventually this was going to be used against him in court. But for the moment, TK and Pimp had a little bit of money and some camera equipment. A month later, TK robbed a 65-year-old man at Cravens Park on the morning of May 25th, 2017. He told him to give over his wallet and pulled out a gun. The old man tried walking away from him, but he knocked him to the ground. The man suffered internal bleeding on the brain and 3 broken ribs. Around the same time, TK and his friend figured out the cops were coming for them and they knew they had to leave quick. TK actually knew some people up in New Jersey, so they decided that they were just gonna go drive up to New Jersey and lay low with some friends. They drove for almost 24 hours, but once they got to New Jersey, TK was recording new music and he decided to make a song called The Race. He was rapping about the fact he was on the run from the police, talk about robbing, killing, shooting. He actually said free Pimp on the song because he got caught back in May. TK was basically telling on himself throughout the whole song, and this was actually gonna come back to bite him in the ass. He dropped the song on SoundCloud and for the moment it was only getting attention from his fans, but in the meantime the cops were still looking for him and he was wanted by police. TK was getting on the news for this and that was only the beginning. He recorded the music video for The Race for free up in New Jersey and the video was ready, but TK decided to wait a little bit before actually dropping it on YouTube. The cops somehow figured out he was hiding out in New Jersey, so they started putting out wanted posters, and that explains why he was standing right next to his wanted poster in the music video. He saw that opportunity to shock the world. He spent the last couple weeks of freedom he had hiding out at a friend's house before the cops found him and arrested him. After 3 months on the run, he dropped the music video for The Race the same day he got arrested. This was the perfect marketing opportunity because he knew damn well this would get on the news. The race went viral instantly. Not only was the song good, but what really blew the song up was obviously the insane backstory. The story of a 17-year-old rapping about being on the run from police shocked the world back in 2017, and the news of his arrest definitely helped his name spread even further. At the time, everybody was just figuring out who he was, so you had a lot of people saying free Tay-K without knowing he was about to be on trial for murder. In the middle of all this, Tay-K was actually able to sign a record deal behind bars, and the label actually helped him release a mixtape called Santana World, named after his friend Santana Sage. The tape actually had some success with other hits such as Murder She Wrote, Lemonade, and I Love My Chopper. Tay-K is actually the only rapper to ever have a song go platinum without performing it on stage. Even though he was getting all this success for his music, he was still in jail. For the moment, nobody knew what was coming up in the future, and there was a chance Tay-K could have been the next O.J. Simpson. In 2019, his trial finally started, and he was 19 at this point. He was on trial for being at the scene of the robbery that led to Ethan Walker getting shot and killed back in 2016. His lawyer tried his best to make Tay-K look good, but it didn't help that they figured out that Tay-K asked for his own gun before the robbery. They showed the music video and the lyrics for the race in court as evidence for what he did. On top of the fact that he admitted to being involved in the robbery way back in 2016 in that interrogation room, I'm pretty sure the fact that he cut off his ankle monitor and escaped house arrest didn't help him either. Tay-K was found guilty of the murder of Ethan Walker and got sentenced to 55 years in prison. Even though he never pulled the trigger, under Texas law, he was guilty of the murder charge because he was still involved in the robbery, and there was enough evidence to show he was there on purpose. After 5 years in prison, Tay-K was brought in court again to face murder charges from that incident outside Chick-fil-A back in 2017 where he killed a photographer. The trial started back in February, and Tay-K got sentenced to 80 years in prison. And even with credit for time served, his official release date is in 2099. And he's not even going to be able to get out on parole until 2049. So unless he's on his very best behavior or somehow a miracle happens, he's probably going to spend the rest of his life behind bars. Tay-K is the poster child of a misguided kid that hung around the wrong people. His abusive home life definitely pushed him out to the streets, but there is no excuse for the blood on his hands. He profited off of the death and destruction, the real life stories he mentioned on songs, and for that, he paid the price with his freedom. You only get one shot in this life, and sometimes you can't stop nobody from fucking it all up.
Got a point. Cause he kinda did fuck up his whole life. I know about the old man, but I ain't know he shot the photographer or killed that man. But damn, bro, I ain't know that. I know about the robbery. I know about the old man, cause I think when it happened, it was all over like social media. Like, damn, he hit the old man and robbed that man. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I know about that, but the other stuff, no, I ain't know. Some new things I knew in this video. Except for his friend killing the girl because she wanted to ignore dude. Yeah, I don't know that one, cause that's why he killed her. But damn, man. Now that man's battling 80 years. Like, that tells you, bro, like, y'all can't be doing these crap shit. And then it's just like niggas get out of this high school shit and just start doing stupid shit. Like, come on, bro. This is a lesson, bro. Like, don't be like this nigga. Just go back. Like, if you don't got your shit, go back to school, bro. Just go back to school. I mean, nobody will be ashamed of you going back to school to get what you should have gotten before. Even though, yeah, but at the same time, bro, nobody's gonna hate on you or bash you for getting that. Get your shit, my nigga.
What happened to the airless basketball? Back in 2023, it went viral when the NBA used it in the dunk contest, and soon everyone wanted to get their hands on it. People even began making their own 3D printed ball because of how silent it was and the fact it dribbled like a normal basketball. There were even rumors that the NBA would be switching to this new ball by 2030, but the only problem was that it cost $2,500, and this is where the hype began to die down. But it was also because of how the ball was made, as when someone shot with it for the first time, they would always airball. This is due to all the holes in it, affecting how it travels in the air, and even the best shooter Steph Curry airballed with it. What happened to the airless basketball?
Damn. That was a stupid idea. I don't know why y'all thought about making that a basketball. It was best if you just made like a white basketball where it was just like it had more air with it and you could just make a shot and that shit look like, damn, you should do that. But as for that fucks it up because all those holes in the basketball, where's the basketball going to travel? Like, where's it going to go? It's not like the orange basketball where, hey, that shit going to go in or probably not. It depends on your shot. But my nigga, with this ball, shit, you fucking up the game for some people. Damn. It looks cool. I ain't gonna lie, it looks cool. And it's a cool idea, but at the same time, it should just stay the idea.